Boom! Welcome back to You Know What I'm Saying. All right, it's your boy, Mr. Derek, back on the block. All right, so today, here we go. I was just thinking about this because yesterday I worked man, I started working at 8 a.m. No, excuse me. I started working at 1:30 p.m., but I got off at say 9:30 p.m., right? But to prepare for that day, I had already been working the day before. So all in all, I had almost damn near worked 24 hours to make sure everything was in order for me to work smoothly yesterday to complete the day out. So anyway, how what made me think of this title was, how to spot what happened yesterday. So how to spot a toxic job or bad job before you sign the contract or before you say yes. Okay, maybe there ain't no contract. I know in America we don't have contracts, but in overseas in Asia, almost every job is a contract. Every job is a contract, but I like that. I like that because usually they honor their contract. In America, they play games with you. They play games with you. You sign on here you sign in, you sign up for the job. Next thing you know, they got a right to work. What is it called? A right to hire. Right to hire, which in essence is a right to fire. They can hire you and fire you anytime they want without telling you why, without giving you a reason. Okay? So I honestly like the contracts in Asia. I like the contract idea. Okay? So, how to spot a bad job or a toxic job or employer before you sign on the contract. Okay? Number one, they're always hiring. Always hiring. And my father taught me this a long time ago, and I thought, what is he talking about? He said to me, Derek, if they're always hiring, they're always firing. Or someone's always quitting. And I was like, when I was a kid, I'm like, man, money's money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get what he's talking about. Money's money. But over the years, of course, I learned what he was saying. If they're always hiring, they're always firing. So you look on the paper, you look on Google, you can look on all these different hiring apps, whatever. And you always see they're hiring. The same company. Same company. It's like, huh? So one, it seemed like it's easy to get in. So if it's easy to get in, what's really going on? What's making it so easy to get in? Okay, is the pay good? You know, is it about the actual job, or is it just they just need bodies? They just need bodies to fill this space for whatever reason. Okay, now there's no real understanding of what is your job description. What is your job description? Okay, you say, okay, I'm gonna come in as admin. Okay, so what am I going to do? What do I need to know? Do I need to know Excel? Do I need to know Word? What do I need to do? I need to know cloud. What do I need to know? They don't really tell you. Even in the ad, they're not telling you. Then when you get to the interview, they're still not telling you. So you're like, damn, what's my job? You know what I'm saying? Or what you hiring for? You know what I'm saying? What you hiring for? You wasting my time, or I'm wasting your time? You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. I'm just a body. Let me know. Then I'll act accordingly. But of course they don't want you to do that because they still want the upper hand. So they just very, very vague about it. So you don't know what the hell you doing. Maybe you have a job, but you don't really know. And me, I'm the type of person, if you hire me, I don't believe it anyway. Not until I hit the clock. Not until I hit the clock and that first day is over. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if they still do that anymore. Or punch the clock, you slide it in and go, the time clock. Some places do, some places don't. But anyway, or you sign in. I don't believe nothing until I sign in because I've actually been hired for a job and got called the day I was supposed to show up. It's like, nah, we good. I'm like, what? I was like, what? I was sick. I said, oh, it's like that. Damn. Yeah. So I've experienced all kind of stuff with these so-called good employers or big name employers, and I work for damn near. Man, I'm from the medical field, and I worked at damn near all the big names in San Diego. All the big names in San Diego, and let me tell you, they ain't paid no money, no money, no money, and all very, very, very vague on what your job is going to be. What exactly your job will entail. Okay. So anyway, that I would say is number one. They're hiring. They're always hiring. They're always firing. Absolutely, without a doubt. Hiring, always hiring, always firing. Someone's always quitting. Now, also because I would say number two, because I've been in these trenches. The employee that's complaining about the company. Now, to you, you're new. You're new, or you don't even have the job yet. But what you hear is just noise. What you hear is just noise, and maybe it's just them, not the company, not the employer. It's just them, you know. But you don't know because you don't have that experience with that company yet. You understand what I'm saying? So all you're hearing is noise, but some of that noise is real. Most of it is real. I know because I've been there. I've been there where I'm talking to people. I've had to sue businesses. I have had to sue hospitals and won. But people will say I was a nuisance, I was a headache, I was hard to work with, da 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 da. But I studied law and I knew the game. You know what I'm saying? So I sued them and won. And I didn't hire a lawyer to do it. I did it on my own. Sued and won. Because a lot of these employers will pull some funny tricks on you. So yeah. I'll tell you a quick one. I was at a hospital. I'm passing medication, right? I'm passing meds. It's maybe 1:30 in the morning. Patient comes out. She says, Nurse Turner, I need my, I forget whatever medication, but it was a narcotic. So in the narcotic drawer, you have to unlock the drawer, and count every medication, right? So I said, okay, give me a minute. The patient walked over to me. While I'm counting the meds. And I popped out and put the narcotics in one container, and a regular meds, over the counter meds in the other container. The patient reached over my med card, grabbed the narcotic. I grab her hand. Okay? I said, let go. Let go. Just like I'm talking to you, let go. All the other nurses, CNA, certified nurses, everybody sees this. Let go. She lets go. Let me tell you. She says I assaulted her. By the end of that shift, I assaulted her. I spoke to her in a demeaning manner. Oh, it was bananas. I can't even remember exactly all what it was, but it was basically, I had just got my nursing license at this time. It was basically, I was going down. I basically physically harmed this woman, and she was a man, I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? And I'm keeping her from getting the drugs that she needs, right? Which is a no in the medical field, right? Yo, it's a long story, but for real, she tried to take me down. But if I didn't know the law, I didn't study the law, oh, they would have had me down in San Diego County Jail. Easy. And I had been telling us when it all came out, I said, look at the camera, because the camera was right behind the nursing cart. Look at the camera. No, nurse. No, nurse. We don't need to do this. We don't need to do that. She's saying this. No, look at the camera. She said, no, we don't need to do this. The patient, we're just saying this. I'm like, nah. You're not just saying. Look. It took me I had to go to the state. I had to go through so many different steps to get those people to look, this employer to look at that camera. Because she was a big wig. She actually owned like her own personal oil rig, you know, in San Diego. So her family was big. So it was about money with them, you know. Anyway, long story short, I sued that company and I won by myself. I won. I subpoenaed for the records, all of that by myself and won. So anyway, long story short, these employers, a lot of them just don't care about you. And that was one of those vague descriptions, what I was going to do, what was the job, a lot of hiring and firing, okay? And also the last one would be, you've heard this before, we're like a family here. Don't believe none of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe none of that. When you hear that, an alarm should go off in your head saying they're trying to manipulate me. You know, they're trying to control me. They say you're your family, but they won't give you time off. They say we family, everybody's family here, but they make you work overtime and don't pay you. They say you family, you know, but if you sick, they want you to be at work. You know, they don't care about nothing, but they say we family. See, that's the words they use to manipulate your psyche. You know what I'm saying? So don't think it's all noise when a ex-employee or an employee is bad mouthing a company. Don't think it's not. You just think it's just gossip or just noise. It's not. Okay. Also, vague description. You don't know what the job is, or what your job's going to be, or what the company's even about. You don't know. So you really have to do your own due diligence on your own, okay, and see if this um, employer going to be suitable for you. And I would say this like this: all money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? All money ain't good money. Believe what I'm saying. All right, y'all. I'ma holla at you. You know what I'm saying? Peace.